What is up? I hope you're having an amazing day. I just want to tell you that I love you. You are a genius. You are important. You are special and you are loved. Today we're talking about the process of sickness. We're talking about how to become sick. But this video, we're gonna kind of take it down a notch on the spiritual side. Although, the process is very spiritual. But we're gonna look at it as more as what we're ingesting. Okay? But quickly, let's cover the spiritual because I don't want to spend too much time on it. It should be obvious. And another time, if y'all want, I can come back and like dive more into it. But let's just be very like we're geniuses now, right? We're amazing. If your energy is low, if you're not living conscious, if you're a product of your environment, if you're not consciously making yourself your emotional state, that means that how you feel consciously is based on your external environment. And I love using this imagery. I'm living through the heart. I create a feeling of abundance and I'm creating my emotional state. Let's call my emotional state 50. Okay, I'm walking through the world and external life presents to me a experience of -10. Let's call this experience getting fired. Well, I'm at positive 50 and I'm creating this. So what happens when this external world presents with me an experience of -10? Well, we're genius, so we know the math. We drop down the 10 points. Well, let's think about you, or let's think about your friend. Let's think about your past life, because right now, you're living through the heart. You're creating an emotional state. So your past life, when you weren't doing this, living consciously to this degree, you're at neutral. You're not negative, you're not positive, you're just at neutral. So you're living through your life and your external world presents to you an experience of -10. Well, you're now -10 because you went from nothing to your external world creating what you are. So your energy is very important, okay? And being conscious of your energy is very important. But today we're going to talk about the process of being sick in the body, okay? And it's going to be more, this is more geared towards what you are consuming. Okay, let's get into it. So it starts with mucus, and you can write this down because it's very simple. Mucus, inflammation, sickness, disease. The process, how the human being, how the body, it doesn't matter who you are. It could be myself, except it's harder because I'm up here. How the body becomes sick. It starts with mucus. It then goes to inflammation. It then goes to sickness. You're sick at this point, and then that leads to disease. Let me tell you why. Let me break it down. What is mucus? Mucus is the body's natural response to protect the cells from obliterating. How, what are you talking about? Is there a war zone in here? Well, yeah. What are you eating? How alkaline are you? What is your pH like? Again, mucus is created, the body's natural response to very acidic environments. Why? So the cells don't obliterate. Let's look at why mucus will be created in the first place. And in the end, I'll tell you why I'm not going to be sick, why my pH is so high. So we're eating foods. I dare you, I challenge you, I implore you to, after this, look up the pH of what you ate today. I'm not going to tell you, look up the pH of chicken, meat, whatever. I want to know what you ate today. Put it down in the comments and tell me the pH of what you ate today. The purpose of this, we're going to see how acidic what we're eating is, okay? So, I'll just tell you quickly so you don't have to go out there. If you're eating just, haphazardly, you just kind of eat whatever makes you feel good, which is super bad. Okay. Secondly, we're eating a lot of meats, a lot of carne, a lot of chicken, a lot of fish, whatever. Okay. I'm not telling you to be vegan. Just everything in moderation, right? But if you want to be vegan, go ahead and do it. It's amazing. So what happens? We're eating all this acidic food, fast food, burgers, meats, all these things, they are very acidic. What happens? Well, your body, your stomach is a planet in itself. So how do we know what type of planet organisms can live in your stomach? Well, it all depends on your pH. Okay, so I just kind of eat whatever. I eat a lot of fast food. Okay, not too many greens. So your body is acidic. So then you're gonna have a lot of mucus. The reason is so your body, that acidity doesn't obliterate your cells. What happens then? With so much mucus, your body becomes inflamed. This we call inflammation. Okay, so at this point, sometimes the body does. I mean, we go through unconscious cycles. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody's done like, oh, I'm not gonna eat fast food for a month. Oh, I'm gonna drink more water this week. Oh, I'm going to sleep more. Oh, I'm going to meditate. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna sing the rainbow. The conscious reason that, I mean, I can tell you from my conscious perspective that you're unconsciously doing this. You're not meditating to meditate. You're not wanting to not eat. Um, a burger or fast food for a week. What's going on is you've been carrying a lot of acid for a lot of time. This created mucus, and this mucus created inflammation. And all that's going on at a cellular level, all those explosions and your body trying to fight off the mucus, trying to reduce the mucus, but then creates inflammation because you keep feeding itself. All that's going on in your stomach, do think about it as like bombs going off. Think about 4th of July when all that ruckus is going on in the sky. That's going on in your stomach, in your body 24/7. So, but we're not conscious of it. Like your brain doesn't tell you, oh, your helper T cells just are reduced how many white blood cells you have, and you don't have that many immunoglobulins to be fighting off these bacteria, these viruses, right? Your body doesn't. Your thoughts aren't going to tell you that. But what it will do will create this energy of unpleasantness. And your brain is going to receive those chemicals from your body. And it's going to translate that into the unconscious thought of maybe like I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to drink 4 glasses of water. And we just keep living life, right? So now I'm drinking water more. But well, this doesn't really help because I continue kind of eat my same lifestyle. My lifestyle doesn't really change. Well, I'm not here to like be your lifestyle coach. I just want to tell you the facts. This is how you get sick. This is how you're going to get sick. This is why you get sick, and these are the facts. So it starts with what we eat. If you're very acidic, even alcohol is very acidic. Not all of it. I mean, there's different variations, but if your chemistry, if your internal world is very acidic, you're going to create mucus. I'm not sure, my people that listen to me are fairly young, so we probably just like we don't care. But like ladies and gentlemen, like I promise you, this is so important. What you eat, how acidic your chemistry is going to create mucus. This mucus is going to create inflammation. And this inflammation, whenever you're inflamed, what does this mean? You're trying to reduce the mucus, so your body is fighting overtime. So what does this mean? Where all your attention is, well, you leave the back door open. So what does this mean? Your pH is already very low. So that means organisms, microorganisms, viruses, bacteria, you don't have healthy, amazing bacteria like I do. No, you have like the worst of the worst if you're very acidic. So you're fighting this inflammation, you leave the door open, and boom, worse things come, and now you get sick. And this starts with like headaches, diarrhea, things that are just very normal that really, to me, aren't normal. I mean, if you have a headache, I don't know what's going on with you. You're close to death. That's why I look at it. Not because it's like I'm crazy. It's just like I live such a amazing, fulfilled life with my higher emotional state. But again, you leave the door open, you have that mucus, you have the inflammation, you start fighting that inflammation, and now your body is putting all of its energy there. So it leaves the door open, your immune system is lower because you don't have the energy, and now you become sick. And this sickness for a long time, like let's say you're 25, you don't care what I'm saying. Or if you're 30, you don't care. Or if you're 40, you don't care. You go to the workout and all these things, that's fine, that's fine. But these little things can translate into cancer. It literally can. It can translate into you having to spend so much money on pills for diabetes or insulin. Everything starts with how you are inside. Most of my videos are about what's like not real, like physical, what's air and emotions and stuff. But I had to make this video because it's so important and the information is out there. Go look it up. Go look it up. What is the pH? How do I become sick? Look it up. Promise you, you're going to find the information. And you know what I did? I mean, I was already kind of being vegan, but whenever I decided 100%, like, I was like, oh my god, this is how I become vegan. Okay, so it starts with the mucus. So mucus is because my stomach is very acidic. So to stop the mucus, I have to eat things that are not acidic, which means a higher pH. Okay, fine, I'll do it. You have to be a motherfucking badass. Like, if you care about yourself, you gotta be the person that's going to fucking love yourself as much as possible. Why? Who else is going to do it for you? No one's spoon feeding you. Look up the facts. I'm not vegan because I care about the animals. I'm simply vegan because I look at the science, I look at the facts, I have a brain, and I say, well, I don't want to have diabetes or disease, and I don't want headaches, and I don't want to have diarrhea and pain in my muscles. So, well, what happens? What causes that? Okay, well, what happens then? Excuse me, what happens before that? Inflammation. How do I reduce inflammation? Okay, so inflammation is created because of mucus. Okay, so how do I reduce mucus? Life is simple. Life is so simple. You gotta make it simple. Or you can have one pill, right? You just live life and you have pain or whatever. So what do? You're gonna go take a pill. So one, you're spending money. Then you're making yourself more acidic. You're making your body more acidic. You're reducing your body's ability to fight. Okay? So you consume one pill. Science shows that I don't take pills, so I can't personally know, but I do know science and statistics. One pill, give it enough time, it's going to result in another pill. You do that enough time, it's going to result in another. Hopefully, if you take pills, hopefully it just takes one. But if you just want to do one thing that's going to better your life, one thing that's going to do everything for you, take your heart. Your heart is the key. Your heart's going to give you everything you want. Why? Because you're making yourself feel better. What happens when you consciously make yourself feel better? Your immune system is better. You create more immunoglobulins, which are the body's response to white blood cells. Whenever we're talking about cancer, whenever we're talking about AIDS, HIV, what are we looking at? What are doctors looking at? They count the amount of white blood cells you have to know how healthy you are. You create an elevated emotion is going to open up your thymus gland. Your thymus gland at about the age 25ish starts to really like cut down. This is your longevity. So you consciously create a feeling of love, of oneness, in elevated emotional state. Your thymus gland opens. You create immunoglobulins. You have the strongest immune system. And then that is your one pill. That's my life. That's my family's life. So I had to share it with you. Don't go crazy. Don't be a raw vegan. Oh, and I was gonna show you my green juices. I drink these all the time. This is a pound of spinach, 2 plantains, ginger. I sometimes switch it up. I might throw mango in there. Apples. I'd love it with beets. I love it with carrots. But again, the information is there. If you love yourself, or if you want to love yourself, if you like the idea, then just do it for the science. Don't do it for the animals. They'll be okay. Do it because it's right. Do it because you know this is how I become sick. So now that you know this, what are you going to do about it? I hope you've liked this video. I know it's very hard on you, but I love you so much. That's why I had to deliver the information in this way. Please comment below. What do you think about sickness? How do you empower yourself? What is your dietary habits? What are your dietary habits? I'd love to know. Are you a raw vegan like myself? Are you an omnivore? Who are you? I want to know. Please put in the comments below. And also share with me topics that you'd like for me to cover in the future. I hope to see you in the side of light. Goodbye.